The United Nations says more than 22,000 people have been displaced by fresh unrest in western Myanmar. Authorities have been trying to put an end to a week of communal violence in Rakhine State, but no new clashes were reported yesterday. But a week of violence between ethnic Rakhines and the unrecognized Rohingya minority has killed more than 80 people. Reports say boatloads of Rohingyas are now struggling to reach refugee camps. Tensions flared in June after the rape and murder of a Rakhine woman. That was blamed on the Rohingyas, but there was no obvious trigger this time.
Dust is all that's left of what used to be a town shared by both ethnic Rakhines and Rohingyas. In the latest wave of sectarian violence, whole districts like Poktor were razed to the ground. Thousands fled for their lives. Human Rights Watch released satellite images showing the destruction of a once thriving coastal community. It's called on Myanmar's government to protect the Rohingya minority from what it calls vicious attacks. But the new civilian government is struggling to contain historic ethnic and religious tensions that were suppressed during 5 decades of military rule.
Sometimes dictators single out ethnic or religious minorities in their country for special hatred in order to distract their people from the abuses of their own government. And that's what the Burmese government did for decades. And those chickens are coming home to roost right now because there is a degree of racism there, an anger that is very difficult for the government to control.
Myanmar's estimated 800,000 Rohingyas are officially stateless and regarded by the government as illegal immigrants from Bangladesh. But Bangladesh does not recognize them either. Many in Myanmar see them as land-stealing intruders. Following the last round of clashes in June, more than 70,000 Rohingya have been crammed in squalid camps in Saitwe, capital of Rakhine State. Now another 6,000 are set to join them. Authorities are struggling to give aid to the displaced. But beyond immediate relief, the long-term solution to the conflict would require more than just security reinforcements or even martial law.